I'm live. I'm live. I gotta get this Diet Coke, boy. Oh, all right. All right, so if anybody's watching this later, this is what's going on right now. It's 47 degrees, no, excuse me, 47% humidity and 97 degrees in the shop. So I figured I'd go live and show y'all these awesome results. So I got a timer set for 4 hours right now, so I'm done spraying. I sprayed 2 guitar bodies and a neck. The bodies turned out great. I made a mess of the neck. I tried to cover over this decal, and I got some runs. So who's watching? Who's in the room here? Who we got? I bet it's old Bumpy Frog, probably sitting up there in Hattiesburg. Let me show y'all what's going on here. Let me show y'all the bad news first. All right, so this is the back, which it's not that bad. It's a little orange peely. Not that bad. I mean, it's just a small area. I can work with that. Look at this mess. Woo! I got a mess right there, boy. Y'all look up Psalms 150. So we're gonna have to take that and just sand that orange peel out. It's no big deal. I mean, not the orange peel, but we gotta sand out the runs. It's not that big a deal because I had to sand this down anyway to flatten it out. Check this out. You ready for this? Bam. Look at that light right there. Look how clear and flat that is. Look at that. Golly. Golly. Woo. Son. There's only one little imperfection of speck right here. You see that little dust speck? Probably can't even see it. But man, we have no runs on this. We nailed it on this one. So all I got to do is this it in flat. When I go to touch it later on, I'm going to have to level sand it a little bit. But I think this guy right here is not going to take that much. That's why I spent so much time and money trying to get the right stuff, so I don't have to buff it and all that so long. All right, let's go back here. Come on. Let's go to the back of the shop. Look at this bad boy right here. Woo! Look at that Speedokote, baby. Look at that. Look at that light right there. See, I got a few things, but that's from the previous paint job. So when I did the previous paint job, what happened was, what's up, Bumpy Frog? Jiu-Jitsu Noah, what's up, man? So the last paint job, I was using medium activator, and that's a big no-no if you're 90-something plus degree weather. So I switched to extra slow Speedokote. Look at that. Look at that light. See that? It's like a freaking mirror, guys. Look at that. That is sweet. What's up, Kamar Sam? So there's a couple things we're gonna get out. Look, I have one run. See that? So we got a few things we got to get out. But man, this is much better than the last stuff I was using. So the last thing I used was lime line, which is not bad, but I think it was my fault for using the wrong activator. So look at that. Golly. Kamar, I am just finished painting some clear on these guitars. That's a bass guitar right there, and that's the second time I've cleared it. And then this is a regular guitar, electric Strat type of copy, and look at that. So we're using the Speedokote Speedo line with the extra slow reducer, and this doesn't have any flash time, so you can just spray to your little heart's content. So I don't have to do that worrying about, okay, did I do 5 minutes? Did I do 10 minutes? You just keep laying it down. Look at that. Golly, I'm excited about this. It doesn't take much. So this is fine. It's going to be sanded anyway to make it matte in the back. And this is got a little bit of orange peel. This is the only thing with really much orange peel on it. You really can't tell though. I'm trying to get the light right. Anyway, whatever. But let me show you this. So I got the neck to the base done. So there's that. It's got a little orange peel still left in it. I ain't worried about it. So you get it out here, you start playing it, ain't nobody gonna see that. And what we did with the back was we went down the neck and we sanded it flat. So all that's flat sanded. So it feels just like wood, even though it's, you know, poly. So all that's nice and smooth and matte. So matte to shiny. So people like to do the matte type of feel for playability. Now, I know this is kids that's going to, so they won't probably know the difference, but look at that. All I did on this was oil the fretboard, use some tongue oil. So just made it a little bit darker, but I'm ready to get this guy together. I'm ready to slap it to base, man. I got some custom strings. These strings look like cables. So I was like, man, this thing's big. So I got some 95s. So I've never played a bass guitar. It's weird. Everything in here's got clear coat on top of it. So never played a bass. So we got some slinky strings so, you know, the kids can enjoy it better. But look at those runs. Not proud of that, but ain't no big deal because I'd rather it be too thick on the front than not thick enough, because I got to flatten all that down anyway. So, but that's nice. So anyway, so that's what we're doing out here. This is my first test right here. Let's see how, let's do a fingerprint test right quick. So this has been sitting, oh wow. So this has been sitting for probably 20 minutes and it already passed the fingerprint test. Now nail still leaves a little indentation, but I sprayed about 4 coats on this probably like, man, 45 minutes ago. So look at that, got a little fingerprints, but like you can't, and right here, I just shot really thick right here. And you can see where I touched it earlier, but it's already getting hard. So that's what's cool. Let me show you what I used. If y'all are doing guitars, this is what you need to get. This stuff's starting to clean the gun here. That's what I got right there. SMR 130 Speedo line with the, I got the extra slow activator. Reason why, because it's 97 degrees in here where I'm painting at. So super hot. So anyway, so this is what I had to end up getting. And I didn't use this yet. I just got it today. But I got this and I used it last night. So anyway, so let's flip this around. So we're gonna wrap this up. I just want to show y'all what was going on. Man, how proud I am of these finishes, how they came out. So we got the Harbor Freight situation over here, and all we have on it is a little trap right here to catch some stuff, and then we got a trap at the gun to catch some stuff. So that's all we're using. And before I sprayed, so that's the other little trap we got right there. So before I sprayed, I went over there and tumped my tank over and just got all the water out of the tank, and then I pushed a little button right here, right there, and got all the water out of the wherever it was in the little line part. So we're gonna break the gun down now. It's the newest gun we got, so I like that. I was shooting at like 25 to 40 psi, trying different stuff, but it seemed like the 25-ish to 30-ish worked the best. But I laid it down super heavy. I mean, it is just heavy. For anybody joining in, let me show you one more time. I'm proud of that right there. Look at those lights in the ceiling. Look at that. Ooh, boy. Flat. We're not gonna need to do any work. What I like is no flash times. I literally stood here, did this, went over here, went to this one. I was like, done with that one, went back over here, I hit this again. Went back to that one, came back over here, he kept just hitting them. Wang, bang, 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 bang. Knocked it out. So, man. And so, what I was telling you was, 4 hours, you can buff this. You don't believe me? Watch this. Where's that? Application, right there. Air dry, 2 to 4 hours dry before buff, 75. So, in 4 hours, I should be able to sand and buff this. I'm probably gonna give it a little bit longer till tonight and get it ready. So I'm gonna try, my goal tonight is to have the red guy here, the red base, possibly put together. Because the good thing about it, this is all the parts for the white guitar, but all the bass stuff is plug and play, so I don't have to do any extra stuff. All I gotta do is plug it all in and dial it in and get the strings ready to go. But all right, so that's it. Burning daylight here. Over at Lee's Life, it's busy. We got a starter. We got to take this old starter right here and go put it on the lawnmower. That's what's next. I don't know what I'm doing, so I ain't gonna show you all that because I've never done it before. And I'm sure it's just literally a couple bolts and, you know, some red and positive and negative, but ain't no big deal. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna hit this Diet Coke one more time, and if y'all like this type of stuff, like, share, and subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers to get to my next goal. At 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna try to figure out how to do a kick guitar and give it to one of you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching Lee's Life, and see you next time.